You're making a huge mistake if you're trying to follow Duolingo's or Ryanair's marketing strategy on TikTok and all the short form content social media channels. Even if you're not copying, if you're just studying, you're still making a huge mistake and you're wasting time and efforts because it's simply not going to work for you. Now let me explain. I'm Sam. I grew Codeezy to 50,000 followers, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this so you would actually trust in what I have to say, because I have proof. I've done this. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my bum, right? I have some experience, so you know that what I'm saying is true. The reason why this type of marketing, the unhinged meme marketing, is not going to work for you is a couple of reasons. First, let's see what these companies do. So if you look at Duolingo's videos, right, they're doing Roblox here, it goes viral, or they do videos with Dua Lipa, their mascot, right? That's how they interact with comments. They're funny, they're edgy. Same goes with Ryanair. They kind of interact in this type of way, like pushing away customers and doing all of that, or making fun of memes, people criticizing Ryanair. The thing is, if you'd done this, you would get so much hate. You would lose all your customers. Only 1 out of 10 people who are actually already solidified in the market can be sassy, can be unhinged, and all of that. The thing is about these companies, about this type of marketing, is that it's not about the content they're posting. The only reason these memes are funny, the only reason people care about this is because it's posted by a huge company, by a company that's already big. It's already viral. Everyone already uses Duolingo. That's why it's funny when they post some messed up memes, right? Because everyone thinks they're verified. They couldn't be doing. Look at Nutter Butter. Yeah, if you take a look at this, the only reason their videos are going viral is not because they're some psychedelic mashed potatoes instead of videos. I don't know, like whatever this is, it's everything, right? They're not going viral because they're well edited or they're funny. No, they're going viral because the funny aspect is that a official company is posting this style of content. So if you're a nobody, if you're starting from zero, if you're trying to grow your company and you go ahead with this kind of approach, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not going to be funny. If I posted content like this, if I didn't have a brand that's already solidified, if I didn't have a brand that's recognized, that's been used by people like Duolingo, Nutter Butter, whatever that product is, I guess it's like peanut butter, right? Like if it wasn't already known, it wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't work at all. That's why following these companies, trying to replicate their strategy or study it, has basically no effect and is a waste of time. Again, if you dressed up as your mascot, whatever it is, a lion, a leopard, I don't know, a monkey, or if you try to act sassy and push away any criticism or bad reviews, you're gonna get burnt on social media. No one is going to think, oh, it's funny. No one cares about you. That's the thing. The only reason why this is funny, why it has people yapping, talking about it, is because it's already popular and it's kind of crazy, a taboo, or just weird for a real company, verified company, to post this kind of content. That's the only reason it went viral. Now, you might be thinking, so what in the world could you do? What I did for Codeezy, and a great example of a company that's doing this well is Gymshark. If you take a look at Gymshark videos, they usually actually post slideshow. But the thing about their content, it's actually targeted to their audience. They're actually making relatable or valuable content in their audience. Now, as you can see, they're not posting clothing of their product, right? They're not joking about their users or whatever. What they're posting is gym pic with relatable captions. As you can see, this one, right? They're creating content that is already consumed every gym goer, right? By every teen that could buy this product, that in their targeted audience. Instead of going there and trying to create some content about themselves, they create content for their targeted audience, right? And they just collect all the views. It's, again, they are getting a lot of views just because they're Gymshark and because it's interesting, right? And because they're already big, but they are doing much better. They are a much better example to every other company that's not well known than like Duolingo. If you're gonna follow anyone, follow Gymshark's approach to TikTok marketing, right? Creating relatable content, slideshows, people that shareable content. Let me pull up a random one. Let's say 1.3 million views. You have 20,000 saves. That's insane, right? 100,000 likes. Now, of course, it's not directly promoting the product, but this type of reach is insane. Now, another company that's also doing it pretty good is Opera GX. As you can see already, they have memes oil up, but I'm kind of on the edge with this because Opera as well is well known, but they do put in and output great content that's relevant in their targeted audience. They do create memes that relate, that are funny to their targeted audience, and they're not just creating terrible content and piggyback writing on their own name. No, they actually create funny content that people do enjoy and do respect the account manager and all of that stuff. Now, the thing is about all of this, you still cannot just go ahead and blindly copy any of these companies. What works for them might not work for you. So let me explain exactly what I did for Codeezy to grow them to 50,000 followers. So if you look at any style of marketing, you always have something that looks like this. Let me redraw it. And what this is basically a funnel. Most of us know that, right? A marketing funnel where people go in and they get nurtured and they become your client eventually. So basically, at the start of any marketing TikTok short form reels marketing strategy, you want to first start off by creating a funnel. This funnel is not going to be your whole strategy. It might end up being that, but usually what we'll use the funnel for is to test out what kind of content actually works best for your company. So at the start, you have what I call cold content. This is content that will get the most amount of views, but will promote your product less. So basically content like we saw on Gymshark's account. This is relevant content that's interesting to your targeted audience, right? And this content is good for generating views, getting attention to your profile and all of that, but it's not great for selling products, for conversions, because basically, like I said, it's just relevant content that's not mentioning your product. So for example, in gym, you could be saying gym quotes, motivational edits, relatable quotes right here. So you have a lot of stuff that goes into creating cold content, the top of the funnel content, right? That would be relatable content. Relatable. Depending on your niche, could be many other things. News, right? Engagement farm content. So for example, some stories, controversial stuff happening about industry leaders, right? Valuable content. So if you're in AI, you might want to share other tools or life hacks, how to use ChatGPT for cheaper, whatever it is. I used to share here for Codeezy, it's a coding platform. I used to share VS Code extensions, right? All of that good stuff. So basically, this is content that's getting traffic to your profile, and you're getting views, and you're getting your username seen, and you getting followers, but it's not going to be generating kind of a lot of conversions. It could have content that's in the middle of this and go viral just as much as cold content does, but usually it's just not the greatest conversion thing. But you use it to later on combine these kind of videos hooks and turn them into warm content. And warm content, I'll make it warmer, which is probably orange, right? So you have warm content. Warm content is the content that does mention your product. So for example, you could be mentioning a desired result of your ICP, then showing your product as a solution, sharing a pain point you suffer with, and saying how your product help you solve that pain point, right? Basically, warm content finally does start mentioning your product. So you could be saying like, here are top 5 tools for coding, blah, 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 Codeezy, blah, blah, blah. Of course, this is a terrible hook. It's very simple, listicle, but this is an example. So here you start promoting your app. You could use these videos that work for you. For example, relatable ones. Maybe you have a meme about coding, whatever it is, about gym, right? Something relatable. Oh, I messed up coding. I need to do everything again. I forgot to add one, comma, right? Or something. In gym, maybe something relatable. You're skipping leg day. You don't like leg day, right? And you can use that as a hook for your video, then showcase your app after that and give a CTA, right? So your video looks like that. You have a hook that's already performing well because you tested it in cold content. You have the steps about how to use your app to maybe solve that relatable issue, to help people relieve discomfort from that issue, right? Anything relatable. And then you just do a CTA to use your app, or don't even add a CTA, or let people comment. If you don't have a link in bio yet, if you don't have 1,000 followers, let people comment. You get more engagement with that, and you essentially just send them the link to your app, right? So basically, that's how you do with warm content. Warm content is basically cold content, just mentioning your product, and because of that, it will be nurturing the people who are problem aware, but they are not solution aware, right? So you're giving them solution, while before that, they weren't even problem aware, or they had a problem, but they didn't know they have a problem. So you share that, they relate, oh right, I saved this post, and then they get another post from you that's solution aware, and then product aware, and that's how you go down the funnel. Now another thing that will be read is hot content. Now you may be wondering what in the world is hot content. You're already promoting your app, right here with warm content. Well, what would be in the hot content? Well, hot content is kind of for your existing users. It's sharing any news about your product, any help for people who are saying, well, how do I use this? How do I use, I don't know, Codeasy to translate languages? How do I use VidRain to create content? All of that good stuff, right? So this hot content is basically for people who are on the line of getting your product, who are almost at the step of becoming your customer. So they might be asking, well, what is the pricing? Well, can I integrate this and that? And you answering with a video increases the conversion rate a ton, because the questions you'll get will be probably FAQs, right? The questions you have listed on your site. So what you're doing essentially is bringing the FAQs in a different format, in a video format, to a different platform on TikTok, Instagram, and answering directly to your prospects, to people that are interested in your product. And this way, you're nurturing people who know nothing about their problems, who know nothing about your product, and who are on the edge of getting your product, or who are already using your product, just need a little assistance. So this is kind of like customer support, but leveraged a ton, because when you make one video, people can review it as many times as they want. And basically, you combine all of this, right? And you don't end it here. Now, once you create relatable content or news content and you see what works, you can create separate channels. For example, account number 2, right? Account number 2, account number 3, and focus only on that style of content and put it through a different prism. Maybe you're using memes, maybe you're using slideshows, right? And you can run this up and go actually viral instead of spending time on trying to replicate silly memes, not valuable content that's not gonna work for you because you're not well known, and yeah, it's just not gonna work. So now basically it's an ongoing test like anywhere else in marketing. All right, you just see what works, you double down, you continue testing, and when you do find it, you just again double down. You see what gets most views, you see what gets most conversions. Just do that. Simple as that, right? We're not reinventing the wheel. We're not taking their strategy, but we're taking strategies that have worked for other people, that have worked for me in the past very well, and all of that. Now I think I spoke enough to deserve to have 30 seconds to pitch you something. Yeah, I'm being honest, this is a pitch. Thing is, I created an app that will help you create all of this content for you. Now I'm not asking you to give me any money, I'm not asking for a contract, I'm not sending you Stripe invoices. All I need is people who want to beta test it, right? So if you're interested in beta testing an app that could create content for your brand, all personalized, not AI poo-poo, right? You'll find my contacts in the description below. Send me an email, send me a connection request on LinkedIn. Let's talk. I'll help you. I'll create a few pieces of content for you for free. You'll give me feedback. You'll roast my app. And if anything, if you want, I'll help you out with content in the future. We can partner up and do stuff. But yeah, subscribe if you found this useful. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a good one. Bye.